Amy.
Well, yes, we're going to talk quite a bit of mining and resources this morning. And first up, Carpentaria Exploration has acquired another tenement in the area, Yanco Glen, 30 kilometres north of Broken Hill. It's prospective for tin, tungsten and base metals, and it's hoped it will complement their nearby Uriawi tin discovery. While rain has slowed things on the ground here, it's been a busy time business-wise, with an AGM also held this week. The company's executive chairman, Nick Sheard, has an update, firstly on their decision to acquire the Yanco Glen tenement.
Well, the Yanco Glen tenement has a number of what we call pegmatite dikes, which have got tin-bearing structures in them. These haven't been drilled or tested in any way or form, and from our experience up at Uriawi tenement to the north of this, we felt they'd be very prospective and possibly add to our Uriawi tenement. So we really were interested in the tin potential, but the added bonus is that it's actually got a tungsten resource in there that's actually in inferred categories.
And why the focus on tin at the moment?
It's not really a focus on tin at the moment. We've always been interested in it. Obviously our flagship project, Horston, is belting away, but we've also been doing a fair bit of work up at Uriawi, and we believe that tin is a metal of the future. It's very high at the moment. It's over $27,000 a tonne, so it's a very valuable metal. But we believe it's going to stay quite valuable because a lot of countries are banning the use of lead in solder, and therefore tin is the substitute they're using, and so they're going to need more and more of tin. It's still got its other major uses for tinning, as a tin on steel, etc., but we believe it's going to be wanted more and more.
And when will you be stepping up work, I guess you could say, at the site?
We're working at Uriawi as we speak, and we expect to step up on this project probably March, April next year when it cools down a little bit again.
It seems over the past year or so, and we have spoken to you about this before, Mr. Sheard, that there is an increased presence of the company in and around Broken Hill. This next acquisition, is that a sign of that sort of stepping up another notch?
Yes, we think Broken Hill is a very prospective area. It's obviously got a world-class deposit there at the Broken Hill, lead, zinc, silver. However, we believe there's a lot of other mineralised systems around, so we're very happy to sort of acquire. We've virtually got all the tin-bearing pegmatites now in and around Broken Hill, so we feel there's a lot of advantage here. And you might have noticed from our annual report that we've also put in a huge application for a tenement up Mount Arrowsmith Way. It's a huge area that we've applied for that Vale have just dropped, and that's got nickel intersections on it that we're going to be following up in the near future. So we really have stepped up our presence dramatically in Broken Hill.
So should we be expecting that to continue into the future?
We'll always be looking around the Broken Hill area for acquiring more projects, and I guess our company's philosophy is that we want to turn over things fairly rapidly, so we're going in, drilling. If it's not coming up trumps, we'll walk away, and that way we'll be turning over quality projects and hopefully finding things.
Well, let's move on to some of your other projects in the region now, in particular, as you mentioned, the main one, the Horsens Iron Project. How's that going at the moment?
That's going, we're drilling like the clappers still. We've had, how do I say this? I'm sure everybody loves the rain in Broken Hill, but it certainly put us back about 6 to 8 weeks on our project. But we're still drilling. We've currently got all the data in our Hellman and Schofield, who are our geological consultants who are working out a resource for us. So they've got all the data, and they're waiting on this last few weeks of drilling, and we'll pump that data into them, and we're pretty confident of getting a resource out before Christmas.
And I understand that it'll be about 1 billion tonnes is the figure I've got here. Is that the case?
Right, yes, that's what we're aiming for. It's a huge tonnage, and I'm pretty confident we're going to get pretty close, but that's what we're aiming at.
Well, I suppose it is coming up to the Christmas period now, as you just mentioned, but is there any update as to when things like production might start there?
Oh, Amy, it's very, very difficult. It depends on an awful lot of things coming together, but we would like to aim for 2014 to do stuff, so that's our aim. We've got to go through the pre-feasibility study, which is being undertaken at the moment, is important. that's got to show the whole project is positive and that we're going to go through to the bankable feasibility. And the bankable feasibility study would take about 18 months, I guess.
Executive Chairman of Carpentaria Exploration, Sheard there.